I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Doomsday Aftermath. Today, we are rejoining the heroes after a very harrowing encounter that has left them standing over the burnt to a crisp body of Wayne, the Great King Rat. He looks like a dried up turd or, a cat hairball that's been puked up and left to dry, and it's just one of the saddest things. And so Viv and Tremor and Deep Night, along with three of the Supermen, are oh wait, yeah, and John Jones, or not John Jones,
John Jones.
yeah, John Jones, uh are standing, watching this body. And so you guys can, you know, kind of react and do your role playing thing before we get on with what comes next.
Well, Viv is going to proceed forward and crouch down next to the burnt prune and just sort of look at it.
Although it barely resembles anything anymore, there's just enough of the jawbone to give like the impression of Wayne grimacing in pain as you look down at it. You guys are like, no biggie.
Is he gonna be okay?
I do not think so.
Who says that?
It was I, the Martian
Who was I?
Manhunter.
That guy's here?
Yeah.
I've been here with Deep Night for about 30 to 60, 90 seconds. I don't know. Earth time is stupid.
Anyway, yeah. So you don't think he's dead?
I think he's very dead.
Oh. Oh. See, normally it wouldn't be so ambiguous for me, but this is kind of a hard one.
How's our new friend Superman 2 doing?
Ooh. Yeah. He is kind of off on the side, and you guys can see that he's trying to, like, keep his distance from the group, but not, like, fly off, keep his distance. He's just not quite ready to interact with everybody, whereas Eradicator, he comes up and starts to be like, all right, we need to do things the way I say.
I see. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of look up at fucking the gang and be like, well, I'm going to put him somewhere and see if he can heal. And I gotta ask, does this thing look like it'll disintegrate if I touch it?
It doesn't look stable, if that's what you're asking.
But like, does it look like it'll turn to dust or something?
No, it's not like ash, like a cigarette ash, but like it definitely looks like it could break apart.
Meh, it's good enough. I'm just going to kind of open. I'm going to reach a hand up and open one of my interdimensional doors. And then I'm going to take out my phone and ask for somebody to come out with a really big spatula.
Flip him like a burger.
We're just going to scrape the entire thing off the ground on a neat, stable platform and then bring it inside and throw it in some sort of vat.
It's contiguous. Like, it happened while he was in the air.
I get that, but like, how should I say? I feel like it might have cooled off and become a bit brittle. So if I just pick it up with a hand or something, it might, snap into pieces.
All right, so all of a sudden, a interdimensional rift opens up, and a small spider-like pair of robots come out, and then between them, their legs grow out, and a thin layer, as thin as an atom almost, of some sort of silica-like substance forms a flipper, not a spatula, and each one of them has this in their forward-facing legs now, so that it's like a sheet, and they slip each side of the sheet underneath until it connects and then lift it up, and it's now a gurney.
I see. Yeah. I'm going to take this inside and put it in the best environments I can for it to heal. If it can. Because, like, this description doesn't give me the best of hope.
Oh, Viv would be the first to know if he actually dies.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. You can be mortally wounded and then die later, with how enduring the rat's bits are. He might be alive now, technically, and dead in a little while. But until then, I feel a vested interest in trying to help him survive.
Also, there is still a degree of possibility of wonkiness with your soul.
Yes, that's not entirely discountable. But yes, I'm going to, what would be the term? Put him in a biofab.
Yes. And so, placing him in the rejuvenation pod, a la the Fifth Element, or even Dragon Ball Z. But bear in mind, they don't have to be naked to go into the pod. You know.
He's already almost naked.
I feel like I couldn't make him more naked.
Yeah, no, I'm using the Vegeta joke from. So, anyway, as you guys, place him in there, and right now you can't even hook up the heart monitor or the IV fluids or anything. You have to just rely on his natural regeneration to even get him to a point where you could begin to help him. And
Yeah.
and so, do you stick in the Vivian Hellverse? Oh, sorry, I said I wouldn't call it that anymore. Do you stick in your little interdimensional space here, or do you go back immediately and leave it to people who um, are more capable but less invested than you? Would be the best description, I guess.
I suppose that would, how should I say? Um, well, if somebody needs me, they can call me. I'll just stay here.
Yeah, yeah, you do get service. It turns out that um, your boss, well, more like your boss's boss, but oh wait, no, yeah, that's the other one I'm thinking of. So you have some pretty good um tech that allowed you to really integrate with the Justice League's communicators to the point where they can reach you here. So, thank God your boss's boss is such a boss.
Yeah.
And you spend the next week just nonstop at the side of the pod, and there is like zero change. It is just a crispy fried critter floating in some. Um, I'm gonna say that the gel is sort of like a pinkish, almost plasma more than like just water, and um,
Mm-hmm.
it contains all of the vital antibacterial, microbial, you know, everything is 100% sanitized and, you know, giving him all of the beneficial healing juju that can possibly be gained through pseudo scientific nonsense.
Yes.
And I mean that's let's be real, like so far it's nonsense, but it is based on some science fiction that has been popular for a long time. And
That's good enough.
yeah, so you are giving him every
Advantage.
every advantage. There's no better place in the known multiverse right now for him to be other than like I guess Inspector's hands or something like that. Like Spectre could
Yeah,
just
I guess I'm giving him the every most advantage he could reasonably expect from even like really advanced societies, but being in the hands of a god, they'd like wiggle their fingers and he'd be fixed.
yeah, like the Spectre would just be like, "Oh, here, little rat," you know. But other than summoning something like that, you've given him every chance, and after a week of being in here and trying to um, you know, get a sign that the body is going to recover at all, that there's any kind of brain activity, that there's anything going on. Um, I'm not going to say you're ready to give up or anything like that because certainly, you've been through a million years. You wouldn't just give up after a week. Uh, but it's definitely not looking good. And do you consider, um, like the possibility that he's not going to recover, or do you just ride it out, like even if it takes 10 years?
How should I say this? The possibility that he doesn't recover is obnoxiously a sort of sidelining, since as a contract like asset, I can't just kill him and take the soul. I have to help. And if that involves him being in this meta alive state forever, then by the terms of the agreements we laid out, I would still protect that. Even if it means that there's a charred husk chilling in a healing pod for the rest of forever.
Okay. Well,
So
that's good to
that's
know.
that's the answer to that.
Yeah, that's good to know because it takes about a year
No.
before you get one boop as the machine monitors a slight heartbeat and lets you know that Wayne indeed is going to regenerate, just very, very slowly.
I whip out my phone and I'm gonna call. Well,
Ghostbusters.
I'd fucking call Tremor at that point, but like, I don't know what he's doing. A year has gone by.
No. Remember, time moves differently on your plane.
Oh, well, of course, yeah, it's only been a few months since in this place time moves 3 times as fast.
Yeah.
Uh, so granted, yeah, on the real world, it's only been 4-ish months. It's a third of a year. Yeah, that'd be 4 months. Yeah. So only 4 months has gone by planeside. That's what.
In that time, Tremor, you can tell me what you and John Jones and Deep Night, obviously, it'd be better if Deep Night was here to say, but like you can factor Deep Night into your plans a little bit here. But you can tell me what you've done in the last 3 to 4 months as the Black Lanterns have basically taken over every hero not already scooped up by the yellow, red, etc. faction, and Lex Luthor has been MIA. The nation has moved on, as far as Lex Luthor not being available to run the Justice League, and has accepted Eradicator as the new Superman to lead the Justice League, because Cyborg Superman has had a conflict of conscious and has disappeared. Um, he's MIA as well now, and the clone Super Doomsday is with you guys, but like refuses to fight for fear that his anger side will release the beast. And so the Black Lanterns have been just taking over everything, and the rest of the Lantern League, despite promises to come and help, has been spotty help at best as they continue infighting. Hello?
Hello,
Oh,
Hello.
Travis.
there he is.
Hello.
Yeah. Uh, m- most of the. What the hell? Oh,
What?
sorry. I had Hulu in another tab and it just started playing for no reason, and I got very confused. Uh, yeah. Most of the last like 3 or 4 months have been spent just rebuilding the Gotham side of the Justice League. Uh, reaching out to the less insane contacts Wayne had.
Yeah, of course, Kite Man would be on call to help with what he can, and you know, you can reach out to anyone that is available. Mostly, a bunch of super CD listers. Otherwise, pretty much the nation is now, calling in the army when necessary to deal with threats like Black Lantern Steel, um, Black Lantern Solomon Grundy. There's a couple of these guys, and they like call in the military, but they're only able to drive them back and like protect towns temporarily. And so Gotham is like safe with you guys, but with Eradicator in charge of the rest of the Justice League, a lot of the Metropolis side Justice Leaguers, um, I don't want to say like deserted because that's not quite true, but they've been spending a lot more time up in the still under construction new watchtower in outer space. And so, yeah, there's just a whole bunch of issues going on, and uh, that is where Wayne and Viv, like, now that Wayne is like alive again, his regeneration kicks in, and he's like, regenerated within a very short time frame, and so you guys come back. Um, this is all what's going on.
Oh. Oh.
And then also, right as that is happening, um, there's well, I'm sorry. I should let you guys do the reunion, and then we'll get on with it. So yeah,
I
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd like to imagine just the start for this is simply Wayne, I'm going to imagine that you wake up and the first thing you see is everything looks like it looks like you have a pink color gel stuck to your face.
He tries to drink it.
What's that?
He tries to drink it almost instantly.
Okay. It tastes like nothing. But following that, there is just a piece of paper, like taped to the outer glass of the fishbowl that you're in, that simply says "Tap when you want out." And beyond that, hazy figures move around beyond that.
What did I miss?
Wayne's back.
Wayne undied.
Wayne is going to tap once and then teleport out of the. And after a sleep like that, he'll probably end up horizontal, but he'll still,
You
And-
go to teleport out of there, but you forget that this whole place is shielded against magic, except for the room that was set up for you.
Well then, Wayne will tap, and if nobody comes within like 30 seconds, he's going to drink the top layer of this awful, awful slunch, and then break out through there.
Yeah. What's going to happen is that once you tap, essentially there's going to be an audible click, and then this goo is going to start draining from the container.
Perfect. Oh, that's great.
As this goo drains out and visibility becomes more available, you're going to see, very simply, you're in some sort of stark white room. Not very large and somewhat rectangular. There is more pods like the one you're in, flanking you side to side. And on a yonder wall opposite to you, there are windows in which figures are passing left and right. Sitting in a wooden chair directly in front of you is Viv.
Oh, God, why does it taste like Miller Lite?
That's just something your mind is conjuring up. It shouldn't taste like anything.
That's what I said. How long out?
You've been down for a year. 3 months relative time. Time moves faster here, after all.
New record. Old record was 2 months. What's been going on?
At that component, Viv is going to step forward and, seeming to lift from the bottom, is going to pull the glass shell free from the pod.
I got work to do, don't I?
Oh, you can take your time. Things are already about as fucked as they could be. Simple. The lanterns pulled out of our agreements. They're not helping us. The Black Corps is still making a mess of things. Most of the supers went walkabouts. The Super Doomsday we have is refusing to help. So,
all right. Take me to
the river.
Take me to Tremor.
Tremor. Sure. Viv is going to pull up their phone and is going to text Tremor and just be like, oh, hey, by the way, he's finished regenerating, and also we're going to be there in 12 seconds.
Is Deep Night with them?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Viv is going to, with a wave of their hand, going to pull open a rectangular panel of the air, revealing a doorway. Going right this way.
Thank you. I never liked this. I feel like if I walked into the side of it, I'd be cut in half.
You should lick it.
I don't wanna. I'm not gonna do it.
I think that's the first time he's ever not wanted to lick something.
I smelled it, so I was like, nothing. I don't want to touch the side of it because it's like ice on the side of a metal lamp. It's just gonna cut right through me.
Viv is going to prop the door open with the back of their heel, and leaning across the void, they will put their palm of their hand against the opposite side and go, there's a tiny lining made of pure force meant to stop certain, how should I say, mathematical issues that can occur when forming wormholes. It also stops you from getting paper cuts when touching the edges.
And I assume it stops some sort of terrible worm that lives between the dimensions from slipping between these portals you make.
Well, those events are rare, but it does happen to insulate against that. We're talking more about radiation feedback.
Yeah, don't
Cool.
worry about the interdimensional worms. It's all good.
Nope, too late thinking about the worms. Let's go. I'm gonna go give David a hug.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, so you guys step through, and indeed, the entire Gotham Justice League has just so happened to be convening for a little team meeting about like what to do, because although like I said, the Black Lantern threat is mostly contained to the mainland and doesn't affect Gotham as much, since you have the mighty Tremor, ready to drop some meteors on any Black Lanterns that want to get, froggy. Others run amok, and Eradicator has taken such a brutal stance about casualties and things like that, that any of the mainland Justice Leaguers that you would, count on to be able to like handle this kind of thing have, as Wayne put it, gone walkabout, or as Viv put it, gone walkabout. And so the military, is using tanks and all of that, and there's just been martial military law, being enforced like all over the country, and there's just a whole lot of problems with all of this, and so they're basically having a meeting to decide what to do, because if somehow they could get Kite Man and company to be able to handle Gotham, just like keep it on lockdown for like a little bit, then like Tremor could afford to go and stop some of these threats before the military would have to get involved. The only problem is that you guys and Eradicator haven't exactly seen as eye to eye as you did the day that Wayne died, and so you don't know what Eradicator's reaction would be, because he kind of works with the military, but like also is a little more like oh crap, what was his name from Watchmen? Um,
The only one I know is Rorschach.
no, no, the joke,
Uh,
not the Joker, the
Jester, the
The comedian?
comedian. Thank you.
Small interrupt. I have suddenly acquired some sort of stomach trouble. I have to use the restroom.
So, the comedian is, very excited about working on American soil, and Eradicator has a little bit more of that level of personality, about this, and so, it's bad. It's bad, you guys. And
first. Sorry, it's
go.
first things first. Wayne is going to read about this, of course, and learn about it, and all in due time we can handwave him learning that as we learn it. But Wayne's giving David a big fucking hug. I got a question for the DM though, real quick.
Yeah.
What was Dave? What was Wayne's consciousness during this time? Like, where was he somewhere?
Yes, but it was reminiscent of a channel that has gone dead and like just static and pain.
Awful. Yeah, big hug for David. Hey, I missed you, big guy.
I'm trying to run a meeting here.
Who said that?
No, I think he's having mic
Yeah,
issues.
I hope you appreciate the meme I just posted.
Oh,
I do.
Hello.
Hello.
I was saying hell yeah. hugs.
Hello there.
I mean, big hugs. Big hug for David. Big handshake for Deep Night. And then Wayne just instantly, no health, no downtime, takes his fucking place and says, as soon as he knows what's going on,
Tremor was sitting there.
then he
I'm
won't.
moving.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, after he stood up, you can quick jump in the seat, like you're fast, but like
No.
he definitely was sitting there. So I just want to make sure the scene is set properly so that we can, like, see how it plays out.
Yeah, Tremor seems quick to abdicate the position that was thrust upon him.
Yeah. I'm out of that seat in a fucking minute.
All right. First things first. Bat Boys. Damien. Nightwing. You find your old man?
Oh, no. That's a whole nother story that we'll get to.
Terrible. I hate it. I assume you got some of the LexCorp data, though. You didn't leave there empty-handed?
Hacker Supreme, yeah, we did what we needed to do, but we're
Perfect.
very mad at our father figure.
I couldn't vibe with that more. Can I get the location of every LexCorp black site on my desk by the end of the day?
The ones we know about for sure, of course.
Perfect. How's Gotham? How's the city? How was there supposed to be a big crime thing? How'd that go?
Oh yeah, no, it's all good because what happened was Red Lantern Bane came and like stole a whole bunch of the fucking last of the liquid kryptonite, and there was nothing we could do because Bane's a motherfucker and Red Lantern Bane is a motherfucker. So yeah, he whooped our asses and broke Damien's arm, and yeah, it was cool.
Damien, you good? How's the arm doing?
Well, I mean, it's been 3 months, so I mean, I'm okay, but I definitely have become more of a man in the time since you last saw me.
That's what I like to hear. Hard time breeds hard men. Deep Night, yes.
And Deep Night sort of mentions, I apologize if I couldn't do anything useful during the time you were away.
Atlantis is in a bad state, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was in a bad state too. It is on the list. It will be dealt with. We have, let me not use the I, we, everyone in this room without powers, all of the people who can, without costume or equipment, exist among the populace of Gotham. Your new job, your new life is dealing with the everyday threats this city loves to puke up at us. If anything goes wrong above that, never hesitate to call any of us. We can be here in an instant. We can help like that. If you are in over your head, there is no such thing as pride for this. Lives are on the line.
Understood.
Now, Viv, Tremor, Deep Night. We're talking to Eradicator today. I believe it is time for a change in management.
All right.
I assume Eradicator is hard to reach. Or is that not the case?
Yeah, no, he doesn't take any calls. But also, I am here too.
John?
Yes.
All right, perfect. You're part of this. Absolutely.
I could not in good faith go with the Eradicator.
Yeah, no. Eradicator is a draft horse. He's a big guy. He's a big hitter. He has no business in a leadership position.
I could not agree more.
So, the Justice League will be led by a council from now on. Its subsidiaries across the globe will send a representative, and any big decisions will be made as a group with the needs of everyone in mind.
Yes, individual leaders of Justice Leagues coming together as one to vote on the major ideals.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, John, that you are a good candidate, if not for Metropolis's leader, than for an arbiter of the voting group itself.
I seek no position of leadership amongst you, as I am still learning your ways, but I will help in whatever way I can, as always.
That's what I mean by an arbiter, a neutral party, the guy who keeps the meeting moving along, you know? Keeps it from getting...
I do not, but I will learn.
I gotcha. All right. So, how do we reach the unreachable, murderous Superman clone? I mean...
I can just take us to the Fortress of Solitude.
Does he hang out there?
I mean, probably.
Tell you what, we'll do it two fronts. I assume my circle here is still functional, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, perfect. We'll head to the Fortress of Solitude. Kill him off. Use
MIA.
our MIA.
Yep. Took off when you died.
Terrible. Somebody Moth a call. Damien.
Kite Man has been calling Killer Moth for weeks now. He will not return my phone calls.
It's been very
Tell him I'm
sad.
alive again. I will tell him I'm alive again. Kite Man, Damien, somebody. Should be a technician. I'm sorry that I don't know more of your names. I will work on that. But also, I need somebody to send out a powerful AM radio signal telling Eradicator that he is required. And if he shows up here, shoot me a call. Tremor, to the North Pole.
To the North Pole.
Deep Night, Viv, you coming to the North Pole? You staying here for Eradicator?
You might find out the real meaning of Christmas if you go with Tremor and Wayne.
I
real
guess
meaning
I'll
of
go
Christmas-
to the North Pole.
I know the
Although,
real
on the
meaning
way,
of Christmas.
although you know what I gotta do? I gotta call Penguin and let him know I'm okay.
What?
That just occurred to me.
What? I never thought I'd hear from you again. Where have you been? Didn't you get my messages?
He's been
Hmm.
asking a lot about you.
Yes. Well, you see, some things happened, and that whole opposing Lex Luthor thing didn't go as smoothly as I would have hoped, but everything leveled out now on my end, so I guess you could say I'm officially back.
Well, I certainly didn't mean to startle you with all of those gifts. And as you walk into your room, you can barely push the door open. It's covered with Amazon and, just boxes of just stuff just sent to you.
Ha. Well, luckily I have space for all this. Um, anyway, I'll keep this short. I just wanted to let you know I was about. Although I should tell you I am planning something soon. I would like to show you something. But more details on that later. That's all I have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I have something for you, though, too. Uh, it turns out that Roman Sionis has been organizing a group of gangsters to try and strike back at Red Lantern Bane and his crew. So, there will be more violence. I didn't realize how dangerous Red Lantern Bane was, but now that Roman Sionis has gotten a hold of his skull mask, he's no pushover either.
Mm-hmm. Understood. I'll communicate that to those who I have to work with. You did well to be a little patient and not lose your cool too much. That should be rewarded in the future.
Oh,
But that's all I have.
He did spend a couple million on like Amazon shit for you, so.
Well, I mean, I don't consider that an overreaction. It's appropriate. It's self-worth.
Sure.
He sent you like 3 boxes a day for the 4 months you've been gone, but okay.
Yeah. That's just what I'm worth, bitches.
There's a stack of letters in there somewhere.
Yeah,
We just started bundling them into cubes.
and of course your voicemail on your phone for here on Earth is like been full since the first like month. Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to close out that phone call and get ready to head to the North Pole.
All right. Well,
Hey, are you I don't want to pry. I don't
Why?
want to. Are you a thing with the Penguin?
I mean, he treats me nicely and buys me millions of dollars worth of gifts, and he flew me around the world visiting and touring many luxurious places that one time.
Wayne's just gonna hold up a hand like somewhere in there and just say, "That's great. I just want to like the baggage on the table. The Penguin is legally my father."
Viva's gonna scratch their chin at that and go like, I see. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a story behind that.
He adopted me from his orphan.
Stares at you like, pardon?
I mean, it's shocking now looking at me. You know, all 4 feet of man that I am. I was once a boy.
air quotes.
At that, Viva kind of like conks their head and like, aren't you like? Sorry, when I met you, weren't you like 100 years old?
I was
40,
about 50.
50, yeah.
Late 40s.
Viv kind of cranks their eyebrows side to side for a moment as if they're doing the math in their head and goes like, all right.
I'm going to be 400 here in about 18 months.
Yes.
Ah, my boy's really grown up.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, he's still on the phone. Oh,
No, he's not.
all right.
Anyway,
I never hung up.
I did.
Oh,
Anyway, what was
I
I
thought we were
say?
gonna do the you hang up thing.
No.
Oh. Wah,
There-
wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, no. I don't have a problem with it. He's fine. You know, if you deserve that kind of treatment, you know, you're all that shit. I just wanted to get that out in the open before it became a thing at like a Thanksgiving.
I suppose I'll be grateful for the consideration. Not that the knowledge has bothered me any. Does the knowledge bother you?
Like not enough to like ever so slightly.
Who likes
You know what
to
I mean?
think about who their dad is dating?
I don't know. I think their son, maybe?
I'm fine. Like in real life, both of my parents split up, and my dad stalked a woman for like 2 years, and they are married now, and they're both very happy people. I outside of that, outside of the fact that they're both happy and I'm happy for them, it's you know
Yeah.
it's a thing, you know, and like if you make each other happy, I'm fine with it. It's just like it's a turn of events I didn't see coming.
Okay. Well, setting that to the side.
Yes, North Pole.
North Pole.
Please make a funny rocket van. Shoot us to the North Pole.
And
It's
we're
gotta be-
gone.
It's got to be a rock sleigh.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
I'll be a reindeer.
And, as you guys rocket at rocket speeds, you make it to the Fortress of Solitude, which, of course, whether you knew where it was previously or not, the Superman clone could easily have told you so, since he has all of the appropriate memories. However, the Fortress of Solitude looks not like what you would expect it to look like. As you approach, first of all, it's not all lit up like it normally is. It's completely dark. So dark that the only light that you can see is from the Aurora Borealis casting its green waves of light over the surface of the icy Antarctic. Or the Arctic? No, it's the Arctic, not the Antarctic. It's the Arctic. Uh yeah, it's permanent midnight there right now.
I was doing the beginning of the fucking steamed hams joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aurora Borealis at this time of day.
Uh, yeah, but no, it's permanent midnight there right now. And so as you're arriving, it is dark, like crazy, spooky, scary dark. And
All right, Deep Night. What color you want the light to be? Give me a color, big guy.
Are you referring to me?
Yeah. What color you want the light to be?
Blue?
Blue it is.
I always think blue is a nice color.
of course you would, yes.
I mean, I figured, but I didn't want to assume. I assume that's enough to make some dancing lights to follow us.
Yeah, no, 19. So you create little blue, basically like headlamps for everyone, so that everyone can see now. And
Good color.
and as you approach, you can see that they're, well, actually roll for perception. The Superbot guards are on duty and are locking in on you as you approach.
A friendly wave. Big hello. Hey! Are those things sentient? Tremor. Do those things talk?
I don't know.
You were a kid recently. I thought that'd be like a whatever.
What?
Hey, can we talk to the boss?
Intruder.
Just
Oh,
And the Superbots fly up to intercept you.
well, if that, let me just. I'm gonna take a fun little risk here. Let's take a guess. Any bets? Are they on capture or kill?
Kill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet kill too, but I can teleport. So Wayne jumps off the rock.
The Rock is the president.
Wayne would jump off him if he got the chance too. Wayne would climb him like a fucking tree. That's the point, right? Wayne is jumping off of the fucking sled down towards the bots just to see if they are in apprehend or blow up with lasers mode.
As you approach the bots, they fly up at you, blasting you with eye lasers until your body is sliced and you're forced to land on the ground and regenerate.
As soon as he sees them like charging up, can he just teleport 30 feet back up to the rock?
You can roll a
Magic.
agility check to see how fast you can react. The Superbots are essentially like slightly less tough versions of Superman.
24.
All right, so you manage to just get out of the way as the first laser hits your shoulder, and it hurts, but you're okay, and like you regenerate fast enough, and so they're as strong as Superman, just not as tough.
Terrible. All right. Back in the rock, we're leaving. This ain't. I'm not fighting 100 of those fucking things. That hurt nearly as bad as the time the real guy got me.
Off we go again.
Yes.
You guys just leave.
Yeah. There's like 100 of those things, isn't there?
No, I mean you only saw two coming at you.
Yeah, but you destroy one and it lets out the signal, and then there's a bunch more.
Yeah, they definitely sounded the alarm. You don't know how many there are, but you know, Yeah.
Anything more than one. Hey, are the fucking the super parents still kicking, or did they die?
The super parents? Oh, Mom, Pa, Kent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John and Martha Kent are still alive.
Can we? This is a side track for a second. Can we arrange for clone Superman to be sent to them for a time?
What is your problem, man? You want to go send Super Doomsday to murder Ma and Pa Kent?
He's got all of Superman's memories.
Yeah.
He is essentially the same person, and at the most vulnerable state of Superman's life, he trusted these people implicitly in every possible way.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better place on planet Earth for him to be if we need to keep him calm.
And I can't think of a worse place for him to be when he fails at that.
I mean,
Do you know
I
what
don't
happens if and when the real Superman ever recovers from being a Black Lantern and finds out that you sent Super Doomsday to murder his parents?
not to murder. It's not like I'm sending him as super fucking doomsday. It's like who is better to keep
How fast do you think
this?
you're going to get this explanation out before Superman removes your fucking spinal cord?
The Superman I'm aware of is not the fucking Injustice Superman, and he wouldn't immediately remove spinal cord.
For killing his parents? I don't know. Oh, all right.
Absolutely, like fuck, but I just don't see how outside of like Brainiac attacking specifically there, and then
All right. I mean, but yeah, no,
or could we at least arrange for them to see him?
there you go. Maybe some supervised visits first, See how that goes. Work up to weekends.
Right?
They can take him for some ice cream.
Right, Superman can just recover from being dead. Like Super Mega became a zombie dead.
Yes. Canonically, two of the Lantern Corps can work together to heal a Black Lantern from dead to a person again.
Plus, there's the White Lanterns and all of that, but
Yeah. Blue and pink, I think. Blue and violet.
Well, if that's the case, then so okay. I'd say it'd be better if he just fucking died.
I mean,
that's one vote for killing Superman.
For the world, hey, let's move this conversation into for the world. It's a better thing to have Superman. Like, you know that.
I don't know. I feel like most of the world-threatening drama related things have had to do with fucking Superman and his aftermath.
I mean, since he's died, yeah, but like before that, all the world-threatening things got stopped by Superman.
I'm just saying, if he's alive, he can die again.
And if he's dead, then we're at the same spot. If he's alive.
I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of this complicated business would have gone down the way it did if there just wasn't a Superman to die.
I feel like the world would have probably been destroyed back during the fucking Hawk People crisis, or the Martian invasion, or one of the 3 or 4 times Doomsdays come around, or when Zod came, or maybe I don't know, all the times Superman saves the world from that teleporting goblin from the fucking 8th dimension or whatever. Like the guy
splits.
Yeah, the guy kind of stands between us and a lot of bad things happening. When bad things happen, there is no. The chaos that came when he died happened because he died, because the world had a protector and then didn't.
Okay, follow me through this one simple point. Aren't you a protector of Earth?
I'm not Superman.
No. Hold on. But didn't we just get in a pitch fight that involved multiple Supermen and also defeat Super Doomsday?
We didn't. We did not defeat Super Doomsday.
I
We
would
could
say
not.
that
Isn't he hanging out back at your house?
I would say that he entered the fight, was going to turn us into meat paste, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah,
That's a successfully negotiated encounter to me.
Yeah, we negotiated an encounter. If an entity 2/3 as powerful as the original Doomsday came to this planet and was not sentient, was not able to be negotiated with, all of us would die.
You lack faith. What an interesting trait. Oh well.
The world needs every chance it has, and as soon as I'm done talking to the Eradicator, I'm talking to those fucking lanterns, and they are going to get an earful. I'm going to bust some fucking balls when I get to Neptune. On God.
Good
Those
luck.
people are in fucking trouble. Uranus, Neptune, the same. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bust balls on Uranus. I didn't want to say that.
Oh well. We'll see how things go.
All right. So you guys do in fact spend the time retreating and going back and talking about all this rather than fighting the superbots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so back at Gotham, suddenly there's a news report. Apparently, there is a massive riot going on, mass hysteria, dogs and cats sleeping together. But no, there's fires, there's looting, there's violence, and people are claiming that they are seeing the Batman everywhere, and like they're freaking out, scared, and like hunting him. Like they have pitchforks and torches, basically.
In Gotham?
Yes.
All right, Wayne's going on the news to start to put out something, just to. And then it's probably the mayor. Who do we talk to? Commissioner
Commissioner Gordon here. Wayne, what? Oh, I've been drinking again, Wayne.
Hey, your buddy was MIA. I understand you felt your support network crumbling. I'm going to introduce you to some more people next time we have our weekly dinner. You'll have more people to talk with when stuff like this happens. How are you handling the rioting?
I've got every man out there busting skulls. I also turned on the bat signal just in case.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do a little bit of the old magic and
boom, boom, boom! All of a sudden, bombs are going off. Wayne, the police station. The rioters, they're attacking. They seem to think that I'm in cahoots with the Batman just because I have the bat signal lit up from the roof of the police station.
All right, I'll do that magic then. Teleport into Commissioner Gordon.
Are you
It's
bringing anyone?
I'm just gonna say Trauma Police Station,
Oh,
and
no
then
way.
yeah, it's about the same speed, but yeah. Wayne gets there instantly, and I'm gonna. This is not one of my magics, so I have to roll for it. Remember the like clause 3 of thaumaturgy that lets your voice be loud as hell?
Yeah.
Can I do some of that?
Yeah.
That's 27. Just to.
Yeah, you get like above megaphone loud.
Hey, it's Wayne, leader of the Gotham Justice League. Fucking disperse.
Roll for intimate.
Yeah, I have no intimidation. I have none at all. Uh, Let me continue from there and turn it into something less aggressive.
Well, you're getting your bonus from the thaumaturgy to it, so.
So I'm just gonna roll a flat 20 because I don't. It's
Oh, you literally have nothing. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. Your booming voice is terrifying as it shakes the windows. They can feel it in their bones, and some of the less hardened in the crowd disperse. But there
hey,
are. Go ahead.
guy. I'm not. No skull's got to be busted tonight. This apparition, this potential Batman. Oh boy, am I just as mad as you folks are. I would love to see him strung up. And hey, we might. That's not gonna happen with you out with fucking torches, literal torch. I see you.
He
Down
tries
there.
to hide it behind his back, and his mullet catches on fire.
Where did you get an actual torch?
I made it. Oh, my mullet.
Go home. Go home. Go back to your places of business and your fucking homes. We will deal with this. It's what we do.
Commissioner Gordon has been in cahoots with the Batman for a decade.
I mean, yeah, the Batman used to like do good stuff.
He broke my cousin's nose.
Your cousin was a mook.
He broke my arm.
You were a mook. Wayne might recognize the guy. He might know him. Is that a henchman?
Yeah, it's Mickey the Mook.
You were a fuck. You were mook. You were. Motherfucker, you were a calendar man goon. You're lucky he didn't break your fucking neck.
Yeah, but you used to be one of us too.
And now I'm trying to bring some semblance of peace to this city. You gotta understand that things were fundamentally wrong in Gotham. I never agreed with what the Batman did. I don't think busting heads 24/7 is the best way to go. If you are in a bad situation, Mickey, head on down to the Justice League headquarters. I will give you a job.
Yeah, doing what? Cleaning toilets?
Actually, we pay you to go to school, and then you come back and you're a technician.
Yeah, like a toilet technician.
Not like computers or the tech, you know.
Oh, actually, that sounds like a pretty good deal.
And if you don't want it, like, not everybody is down for that kind of commitment. I also run all of the food in Gotham, essentially. You can get a good job as a chef, like 50 grand a year.
That's a lot of money.
That's a good amount of money for the work you do. You're on your feet a lot, but like it's fulfilling work.
I could pay Billy the bookie the 10 grand I owe him.
Good. If you help me disperse this crowd, I will give you that 10 grand. Out of pocket today.
Wait, are you for real?
100%.
And with that, he just like turns around and clocks the dude next to him in the face. This is Mickey the Mook. He's 6'6", 350. He just sends these guys scattering.
All right. I'm gonna give you a check, Mickey. Kremlin, can you write one of my checks for me? I can't. My eyes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
Deep Night, meanwhile, back at headquarters, you get a alert that somebody is in the building.
And Deep Knight sort of like springs to his feet and so looks around to see exactly who else is here to bring along to see who this intruder is.
All of the lights go dark.
Deep Knight, seeing this happen, sighs and sort of like clunk clunk, and his armor glows. As you know, it is bioluminescence.
Turn that off.
Deep Knight sort of like looks around to see who said that.
Don't look around.
All right,
Knock
what
that
else
off.
should I not do?
Ask questions.
And Deep Knight walks left.
Have you turned off your armor?
No, it's still on.
I said turn that off.
Deep Knight, sort of like looking around, says, well, how about you go show yourself and I don't have...
And nerve pinch, you're knocked out.
What?
Wait, of course he does. He's fucking Batman. I was gonna say the nerve's in a different spot. He's not a human.
Yeah, but really?
Yeah.
Like,
He's Batman.
yeah, he recognized the armor and like, yeah. So anyway, Batman tried, but you were uncooperative, so he knocks you out, and you guys come back and you find Deep Knight passed out on the floor in a puddle of drool.
I mean, he's already legally dead. He died. He's legally dead. I can kill him, right? Trevor, tell me I can eat Batman.
I don't think so.
I definitely don't think so.
Considering we work with his kids, I don't think that's cool.
They don't like him either.
Guys, we've got this, and they show you on the surveillance tape. There's just a couple of clips of Batman coming through the facility. He goes down to the basement, cuts the power, comes up, tries to talk to Deep Knight. Deep Knight gets knocked out. He goes straight to the vault, takes something, and leaves.
Mm.
Ooh.
Does anyone wake up at Deep Knight?
Yeah, we try.
Yeah, Deep Knight, you're waking up right as they're like, getting all of this.
And Deep Knight sort of wakes and says, what just happened? I felt someone pinch my neck, and also that he was speaking in a very deep voice.
A very convenient excuse for falling asleep on the job.
That's.
I did not fall asleep on the job. You
That's
know
funny.
me. I do not fall asleep on the job.
Well, that's funny because we found you asleep on the job.
All right. Hey, Deep Knight. Buddy, friend, pal, amigo, hombre. You still got that piece of paper I gave you?
Oh, and he sort of shuffles through his pockets to pull it out.
Cool.
Yes.
Wayne's gonna change one thing on it and then make a different pair for it. All right. Somebody else confronts you in a dark room after cutting the power. Maybe use this and return to the group. I am going to do the opposite of that because it's Batman and he won't talk to more than one of us, apparently. I'm going to go scream his name on a dark and empty rooftop.
I love it.
Tell me if anything happens here. Yeah. Wayne's just going to yell. He's just going to go yell.
So
I'll make a witness.
So Deep Knight, you now have a scroll that'll take you to Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne.
And if you're confronted again, he wants you to use that rather than get knocked out by Batman, because this time Batman like tried to talk to you, but right now you guys really don't know what's up with him, and you're not, so sure, what to do. So anyway,
Dark and empty warehouse, worst part of town, on the roof, yelling Batman.
And it just so happens to like be raining in the middle of the day, so it's like a dark, overcast day that just makes it like almost gloomy, and the rain is pouring down like Seattle, London, just foggy rain everywhere. And as you're screaming for Batman, suddenly you can smell him before you hear him, and he says, "Don't bother turning around."
Yeah, I know the fucking drill. You. Explain yourself, please.
I thought I made it clear last time. I don't do that.
That mostly about knocking out my guy, but also like you're back and you're not talking to your sons, and that's like not only is that rude, it's also probably not the healthiest thing in the world. Damien's like 14. Like you should probably, it's a very vulnerable time and you should engage with him some. Also, I'm so mad at you.
Listen, Dr. Phil, I'll have to take your parenting advice at another time. In case you haven't figured it out, I've been busy.
What, figure what out?
Well, since I'm going to have to spell it out for you anyway. It's quite simple. Then again, maybe it's just because I'm the world's greatest detective. Either way, the problem is twofold. One, you have the actual Kal-El as a Black Lantern. He is the crux to stopping the Black Lanterns. If you can recover him, the rest of them will fall, just as they fell to him to become the Black Lanterns. That is a simple matter of finding the Blue Lantern ring. I've done some preliminary research. I left it on your computer hard drives. It's in an encrypted folder called Trust Me, I'm Not a Virus.
Can I say something for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
You need a Blue Lantern ring. I am a lantern now. I could take
Yes, I know you're the Violet Lantern.
I could take your black ass up to Neptune, up to Uranus, and we could ask the Blue Lanterns for a ring. They're all in crisis state right now, so I'm sure they'd be pretty open to expanding their ranks.
Oh. Well. Never mind then. And he like kind of reaches into his thing and pulls out a thing and like deletes a whole like research file.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, also, you've gone through some shit. After this is over, after this Black Lantern thing is solved, you want to come kill Ra's al Ghul with me?
oh, there's a lot going on with Raj Al Ghul. But first, you do know about Brainiac, don't you?
Yeah, I know he's a factor in this. I was put out of commission for 3 months biting into the Brainiac tech on the back of Super Doomsday clone.
Him and Lex Luthor have been in cahoots for, as far as I can tell, a year now. If I'm not mistaken, they're the ones that brought Doomsday here to begin with. Lex has used Superman and Doomsday's DNA to create a clone.
I think I might. Look, you've been watching from the shadows, I assume. You know I've turned over a new leaf. But oh boy, does all of this shit really make me want to just eat Lex Luthor. Just start at the fucking toes and move up. I'm so mad. I don't think I've ever been this mad before.
Lex Luthor must be stopped. But we might have an ally in this. I have discovered that there are two other Supermen to be considered.
Cyborg and Eradicator?
No,
All right.
Lex Luthor did not just create the one imperfect clone of Superman and Doomsday that he fast aged and gave all of the memories to. There is another perfect clone of Superman that has been slow aged and is currently a teenager being held at LexCorp Securities. There is also another, I believe it to be the natural born son of Clark Kent.
Well, look, I've managed to restore to on Black Lantern one of these fucking guys. I managed to talk Azrael of all fucking people. Remember that guy?
I hate that guy.
He's dead.
Good.
I talked him out of
Wait,
being
I
a
don't
Black Lantern.
kill. Killing's the one thing that separates us from the others.
I mean, yes, I don't. I do my best not to take life. I do my best to also improve the people who are living and not involved in this. Bruce.
Hey, no names.
Honestly, I gotta say, it feels very fun to call you by your first name now that I know.
I mean,
But
I'm not Bruce.
oh, shut up! I'm not. I'm not a blabbermouth. I'm not gonna fucking put it on the news. But Bruce Wayne.
Like anyone would ever like care what your secret identity is.
I do not have one. It's the rat all the way down, baby. Like, what am I gonna do? Put on a fucking pair of glasses, work at the newspaper? That'd be ridiculous.
So, Brainiac is responsible for the split with the Lanterns. If you can unite the Lanterns, you can stop Brainiac from supplying the technology for Lex Luthor to keep creating these Doomsday things. But with the help of Superboy and any other allies you can get, you should be able to not only, do that, but also protect the natural born son of Clark Kent so that he can be the future Superman that the Earth deserves, and hopefully we don't have to rely on Clark for the rest of his life.
That's true. You know the man. Also, wait, Wayne's gonna just type on his fucking um. Oh, the fucking the reporter.
I believe it was fathered by the Amazonian.
Oh, that boy is going to be a fucking menace. I wish I had died. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
It's funny you should say that. He'd like to meet you.
Well, give me. Wait, is it here?
It's at that moment that you realize that you were so concentrated on, his Drakkar Noir fucking expensive ass fucking cologne and all of that, that you missed that there's a 5-year-old boy standing in the shadows.
Oh, he's so little. Hey, kiddo, come on out. You don't gotta lurk.
Out steps the most fit, handsome, like Adonis of a child that you've ever seen.
What a strange fucking thing you've just said.
Well, I mean, you ever see
I know
the kid, the tiny Hercules who had all those muscles? Like that's what
I know what you mean.
yeah.
It's just a very weird sentence.
Well, I mean, he's the son of Superman and Wonder Woman. That's basically like the greatest combination since like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Like it's two supermodels who also happen to be super buff, and their kid is just he's gorgeous. There's no other way to describe it. He's a good looking kid.
Hey, kiddo. I did not realize you'd be 5. What's up? I'm Wayne. You've had a rough one, haven't you?
He just kind of looks at you, and he's not shy like you would think. He steps forward and he says, "Yes, sir." His
Let's
voice much deeper than you would expect.
Ben, have you raising this kid, Bruce?
No. I
Thank.
I managed to find him a few weeks ago and have been seeking out help ever since. My boys, they just wouldn't make good babysitters. And so I need someone who can raise this child properly. Unfortunately, I had to rescue him from LexCorp.
I can only imagine the kind of shit you saw in LexCorp. What's your name, little guy?
Oh, total brain fart. Hold on.
While I'm waiting for the response, I'm going to hit the button on the League watch that lets them know I'm where I am and that to head this way. The non-emergency head this way. I suppose it would be group up.
My name's Hunter, sir.
Hunter. I bet your mother picked out that name, huh?
Before she died.
I understand. You've had a rough go of things, and
I watched
can't.
my father rip my mother's heart out. And then the bald man came.
I can't relate exactly, but when I was your age, a man in a panther suit punched my face concave, and then I was hunted by logging companies through the jungles of Brazil. You've had a rough one, but that doesn't have to define you. Let's
It's
how
at
about we
that
go get
moment. It's at that moment that you notice that he uh, is wearing a cape, not unlike his father's.
Bruce. He's Bruce. You can't be.
He's the one who insists you try taking it off of him.
Oh, I mean, big shoes, but I don't know. Your old man wasn't doing hero work till what? You know, don't you, Bruce?
He was 18 when he moved to Metropolis.
And I don't know if you'll hit 18, but 5 seems a little. We got a training place. We can get you. You'll be ready. We can get you as ready as we can be, but also you are.
The bald man wanted me to train too.
Actually, let's take a step back. What do you want to do, Hunter?
I want my mom.
At any second, once.
I'd like a hot dog.
I can do that. I know a place. You're Superman's kid. I assume you need something a little more than a normal 5-year-old. I know a place over there, all beef, foot long, Chicago style.
I've never had that.
It's heinous. It's insane. It's very big. It's very filling. It's very good. I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff, Hunter, and we are going to get you somewhere safe. You're oddly mature for your age, so I'm going to bring this up. Jesus Christ, they didn't prepare me for this. Your father, a man who is not your father, but is essentially your father, a clone. Oh God, when is Tremor going to get here?
Oh yeah, if Tremor left as soon as you
Yeah, I've been here for the last like 2 minutes just letting this shit play out.
Yeah. So, do you know what the word clone means, Hunter?
Yes, the bald man said that he was going to make many clones.
All right. Hey, Bruce, can I trust you to find that, please? Please.
I've already been all over LexCorp Securities. There is a lot going on. We're going to need to move in together. For now, I have discovered the Superboy and rescued the Super Son.
Super
I
lad.
will. I will deal with the Super Son. I have some experience with kids that just hot dog, and then there is a clone of your father with your father's memories. This essentially makes him the same person who is in a state, who is at the Gotham HQ here, and I want to know if you want to meet him.
His demeanor shifts and he says, "Whatever you tell me, and you can tell that he's been forced into some Homelander style, like, experimentation,
I'm gonna very carefully approach the boy and put a hand on his shoulder and say, Hunter,
Yes.
it's what you. If you don't feel comfortable meeting him, that's okay. Whatever you want. You are in a place where you are. Lex Luthor is a bastard. He's awful, and what he did to you is unforgivable. You are in a safe place now, around people who care about you and what you want, and the life that you want to live.
I just want to avenge my mother.
Well, this ain't the man who did that, and you are too young to
But
try
I'm
and.
strong.
I can only imagine. Are you proud of how strong you are?
Pride does not matter. Only
Pride matters.
strength matters.
Hey, God, oh boy, you've been badly socialized. We got to get you some kids. Oh God, Tremor. Any help?
Suffocate it.
No, I know. Maybe. Let's get that hot dog, huh?
Sure.
Wayne's gonna take
yes, sir.
Hey, you don't gotta. You can call me Wayne. People called my father, sir, but that's because he had a gun. You can call me Wayne.
Yeah, he follows you.
Yeah.
And he gobbles the hot dog down.
How'd you like it?
Oh, it was very good, sir.
Hey, like I said, Wayne is fine. Call me whatever you like, whatever's comfortable.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, it is for now. This is Tremor.
Howdy.
Hi, sir.
He will, if you feel up to it, if it is a thing you want to do, would probably be a sparring partner. Because you could turn yours truly into just a paste, but Tremor is made of sterner stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I got a question for you, and I want you to answer it honestly, okay?
Yes, sir.
Does the world around you feel fragile?
You mean, am I holding back on my testing? No, sir. I always give everything I have.
No, I mean now, sitting in this booth in this diner, does the table in front of you, the fork on on the table, does it all feel brittle in your hands?
They taught me to control it very well, sir.
Is it hard to control?
He picks up the fork and gently balances it on his finger and holds it and does everything, to show. He's like, no, it seems to be easy to control it. And then before he sets it back down, he just takes his two fingers and crushes it the width ways.
Wayne just looks at Tremor for a second. I just want to. Let's see. I was going to make accommodations if you wanted a more durable place to, spend your days in. There's all sorts of shit on the I shouldn't curse. Oh, you've heard worse. You're gonna run Lex. There's all sorts of stuff back on the computer. The old models for the cutlery and such that they used to use for Superman. The CNC diagrams. That's a machine that cuts metal for his forks and knives and the cup he would have at Justice League events. They were all out of specialized alloy that he could handle without just crushing it.
Yeah.
And if that is something you'd want, you've had a hard time, Hunter, and I'm going to try my best to. We're going to dial things back from where Mr. Luthor had it,
He said I was right on the verge, though, sir.
Lex Luthor wanted to turn you into something that he could use to hurt people.
He said he was turning me into a warrior like my mother.
And Hunter, son, one day you will be a warrior. More of a warrior than your mother or your father ever were. You will be, if you want to be, you will be maybe the greatest hero the world's ever seen. You got that potential in you. But the way that Lex was taking it is not the way it should be taken. It ain't how your father came about. It ain't how your mother came about. It ain't how somebody should be raised. You're a child still. You're a boy. And you should still be able to act like a boy.
The bald man said that playtime was wasteful.
And the rat man says that playtime's a healthy part of becoming a person. You want to play, Hunter?
My mom used to play games with me.
You want to play a game?
Yeah.
I got a game we can play. I'm real good at hiding. And I know that if you're anything like your father, you're probably fantastic at spotting folks. So you're going to count to 20, and I'm going to hide, and you're going to find me. Okay?
Yes, sir. Are you playing too?
Good, you want to join in?
I can, sure. Did that come through?
It did.
All right.
Let me lay down a rule real quick before we start. No hurting buildings, no hurting structures, and no hurting people. If something's between where I am and where you are, go around it.
Yeah, I agree, sir.
I didn't know if Baldy had drilled in some unfortunate rules about casualties. We will get to stuff like that eventually. But
yeah.
as long as you know that, not to hurt folks, you're good. And with that, Wayne's gonna make a little show of it. He's gonna start doing the fog for a second and then just gone.
As you're about to go, time suddenly slows down so much that it's almost like it stopped, and you're only able to know what's going on because you've experienced this before.
Wayne is instantly, and I mean instantly, almost Red Lantern furious that this has happened here and now.
Yeah, some friend you are, here I come to save you, and you're already angry.
Save me from what?
Oh, from your own stupidity, of course. What else? Ever?
All right, you're here to talk. Let's talk. What's up?
Oh, I'm just stopping the timeline that happens after you leave and this kid is snatched up.
This is Turtle, right?
Oh, yeah. Hi, friend.
Hey, Turtle. Have you been killing people?
Yes.
Please stop doing that.
Not as many as you're about to.
This kid is. Oh, wait, okay. No, who? Who? Turtle.
You allow this kid to be snatched up by Lex Luthor, who is right now watching from the fucking moon, and in that timeline, he turns him into your worst nightmare, and the planet ends.
So, oh, I'm confused. Can we stop with the time?
Hey,
With the oh,
it's not my fault. Yeah, no. I need to do this because now that I've come from my turtle timeline to this one to stop you from doing this because he's bad juju in that one. Lex Luthor is now aware, and as soon as I turn this off, he's going to use his speed of light super suit lantern powers to come fuck you up.
Also, Tremor will kick my ass.
yeah, Trevor will 100% like make soup out of you. I forgot about that. All right. I I have so many questions. I don't even know where to begin, and so I'm not going to ask any of them. I'm just going to say, uh, thank you first and foremost. Thank you very much for this warning, this heads up. I figured that given the fact that he was an insanely powerful demigod of a child, that if somebody tried to snatch him up, we'd have a couple of seconds there. I assumed wrong, apparently. Fair. I am going I'm going to kill Lex Luthor. I have the opposite color lantern ring from him. He cannot affect me. I'm going to in this fog I've created, grab him by the top of the head, and just. Wayne takes a step back and a few deep breaths, and I'm going to stop him. He's going to come. He's going to assume I've gone. I'm going to stop him.
Oh no! He's coming!
All right. Drop the time.
And Turtle drops out of time and is gone.
Wayne keeps the fog up, but goes pink.
Suddenly, the Batman light turns from white to orange, and it forms into a huge, like 3D bat made of orange that like breaks apart into a billion bats that swarm and fly all over the city. These orange lantern bats swoop down and attack random citizens, causing them to all scream in panic and freak out. as this is happening, a
I
giant.
imagine this catches the attention of Deep Knight
Oh,
as he
everyone.
sets out. Okay.
Yeah, everyone. The news, the sirens. This is for everyone. And as the bats cause panic in the streets, a huge uh, orange lantern scarecrow with a pumpkin head rises up and just begins stomping all down the streets. It's like 20, 30 feet tall. It's just kicking cars and throwing little pumpkin bombs everywhere at everyone.
Emma,
And
Yeah.
Deep Knight sort of looks at this and says, well, this certainly is normal.
it is
Yeah.
pretty normal.
Yeah,
Emma,
Wayne.
keep an eye on the kid.
All right.
Like, don't let him leave your
All right.
radius.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take advantage of the orange lantern weakness of immense, unending greed, and assume that Lex Luthor hasn't given up his end of the circle yet.
Mm.
Wayne is going to draw the other end of that simple seal on a diner napkin and teleport bright pink to wherever the fuck this piece of shit is.
He is inside the giant scarecrow with the pumpkin head.
Wayne teleports at speed, but like just launching himself at him as hard as he can.
And Deep Night, as you see all of this on the news and teleport to Wayne, you're brought there. Tremor, you're with the kid. Viv, you see this on the news and know where this is. What do you do?
Uh, probably go help.
All right. So Viv and Deep Night are on, the street level witnessing this 30-foot tall orange lantern construct, scarecrow with a pumpkin head, and inside is Lex Luthor and Wayne, and they are both completely decked out in their lantern uniforms, and Wayne launches himself full force at Lex Luthor, and that is where we draw to a close for this session of Doomsday Aftermath. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone,
Good
gaming.
gaming.